Hi everyone, I am back with a card making video, but this is not like a typical card. It's a little Valentine postcard type card. So, I found these little blank card and envelope sets at my Target inside the little dollar section, and they had red, white, and a craft color. So I got the red and white thinking I could use them for Valentine's Day, and I thought these were normal folded cards that are like, I think they're 3.5 by 5 or just over 3.5 by 5. And then when I pulled them out to use them, it was just one single little piece of, like, you know, note card. So I kind of was like, well, I could turn that into like a postcard or something. So that's what I did. This is what the packages look like. You get 20 of them and the envelopes. So I didn't think that was a bad deal. And I have this old Recollections, this is a few years old, Valentine stamp set that I got. And it actually has, let me put it on something for you guys. It's got this, well, it's got these little stamps up here that look like actual, like, postage stamps, but I thought they were kind of big, for what I wanted to do. And it's got, like, this little post stamp, and then it's got this little date stamp right here. So these are the two pieces from this set that I'm using. And these are not photopolymer, they're, just the clear acrylic stamps. Or whatever, they're, you know, not high quality, so I'm using Stays On ink for these. And I'm also using the new Sealed with Love stamp set, so I'm going to use this heart right here. And this is available currently in the Occasions catalog right now, so this is what the stamp set looks like. There is a die set that goes with this, and it is available in a bundle, which I do have, but I'm struggling for mojo, so like this set is so adorable, I just really don't know what to make out of it right now. And I don't make a ton of Valentine cards. These are actually for my mom. I'm going to duplicate like a whole set of these and a whole set of another one for her to hand out to her friends in her building. I'm also using my all-time favorite, Teeny Tiny Wishes, which is also currently available in the annual catalog. So just happy Valentine's Day. Couple other things I'm going to use is Real Red ink. I used this is called Sweet and Sassy Framelits, and this is in the annual catalog, and I used this heart right here to cut out a couple of my hearts, and I also used the Sweetheart Punch for layering inside the other heart. It works perfectly, as you can see here. I also am using some paper from the Sending Love Designer Series paper pad. Super cute. This whole pad is Real Red and Whisper White, so you can add whatever accent colors you wish to any of these, and you get a ton of prints. I think there's like 6 of each print. So there's 48 sheets in here, so using quite a bit of that. I'll also be using my word window punch, which is retired, I'm sorry, and my modern label punch, again, another retired. I still really do love my retired products, so you can see that right here. And this ribbon is just some eyelet ribbon from Michaels. You can use any kind of ribbon that you have. And I'm also going to be using some clear embossing powder. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is the front of the little card. And then when you flip it over, it kind of looks like a little postcard. And she can do all of her writing right here. So I didn't make the front too bulky. The only thing I popped up was the sentiment. As you can see, it's pretty flat, so she would be able to write on it easier. Just jot something really fast. It doesn't have to be a long note. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is stamping and embossing, so we can get that done. So I'm going to flip my note card over to the back side. And these kind of have like a glossy texture a little bit. So that's actually what inspired me to do the embossing, because I stamped it with the Real Red and this little heart right here, and it wasn't drying, and I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to set anything on top of it. I didn't want to wait overnight. And I kept thinking, what the heck could I do to make this dry faster? So I even tried taking the heat tool and just trying to dry it, and it still wasn't working very quickly. So I just busted out the clear embossing powder, and bam, problem solved. It was kind of a fantastic, kind of accidental discovery. So we're going to take some Real Red and stamp our little heart here. Make sure it's got lots of color. Okay. So just going to stamp it up in this right hand corner. Just like so. Okay, we'll use this again in a minute, but in the meantime, here is my embossing powder. This is just Stampendous clear embossing powder. My mom had a bunch of this stuff, so she gave it to me. So I'm just going to use it. She doesn't do a lot of card making on her own, so she just has a few necessities, tools, and items at her place, and then I take the rest. Okay, so I'm going to use my heat tool really fast. It's not super loud, but it'll just take a minute. So you guys can see it kind of dry. There we go, it's getting all glossy. I like watching it change. It's pretty cool. I love the look of the embossing. I don't know. I never seem to remember to pull it out. So that's what the embossed part looks like. Oh, I'm hoping, is it going to pick it up? Yeah, kind of right there. So it just feels really cool. Okay, so there's that part. Now I'm going to stamp my stamp thing. I don't know, what would you even call this? Like, I don't know. It's like when it goes through the post office or whatever, and it's got the little post check stamp. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're gonna stamp it. So I'm using Stays On again. Like I said, this is a lower quality stamp set, not photopolymer. So then I'm just gonna stamp right over that heart, and then I'm actually gonna run the heat tool over this because, like I said, it's kind of glossy and I want it to dry so I don't want to smudge it. So there we have that part. Now another thing I thought was cute was putting the date down in this corner at an angle, kind of like it got stamped on that day or something. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cute. So we're just going to do this. And again, I'm just going to run that to dry it up. Oh, it's not completely dry. Hold on. Okay, hopefully it's dry now. Okay, so we're going to take our ink, cover it back up, move that out of the way. We're going to set that aside for a minute and just kind of let it finish drying. And we're going to stamp our sentiment using the Real Red. I'll clean these stamps in a second. With the teeny tiny wishes. So just a little Happy Valentine's Day. Over there with the clean glue. Alright, so that's it for stamping. And we'll let that dry for a second. We're going to go ahead and just punch out our modern label piece there out of a scrap. Then we'll punch out our Happy Valentine's Day. Just like that. So now we're going to bring in some rhinestones. These are just the basic rhinestones from Stampin' Up. There. And one there. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the sentiment. Try to get this right in the middle. So there's our Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, now we're going to assemble our hearts. So the black heart is what I use the die on, and the white heart is the Sweetheart Punch. And I'm just going to use some tape just to tape these together. So we're just going to go ahead and layer it like that. Nothing too complicated. You can glue these together if you want with some Tombow glue or whatever if you really want them to stay, but she's giving these to people that aren't really going to play with the cards. They're just going to probably set them aside. So now I'm going to take a couple more rhinestones and just put them right here on the top of these hearts. Just like so, which I guess I could have done it after. Alright, now for our layering. So my designer paper on top measures 3 3/8 by 4 3/4. So, oh, we're not gonna attach that yet. See, I'm so out of whack with videos. We're going to actually attach our ribbon first. So our ribbon is going to go along the lines of here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ATG tape just to kind of hold this down. I want to make sure I get it semi-straight. Okay. Now we're going to just wrap this around the back. Like that. I said I want to make sure I get this semi-straight here. Okay, now we're going to attach it to our black mat, and the black mat is 3.5 by 4 7/8. So like I said, the cards are just over 3.5 by 5. So we're going to attach these, get this layer done. This ribbon is messing with my eyeballs here. I don't even know. Let's undo that so I can straighten it out. Oh, it's the paper that's messing with my eyeballs. The print is not like completely, I don't know, whatever. Okay. So now that this should all be dry, we're going to flip it over and attach this to the front side of our little postcard. Then we can finish decorating it and it will be good to go. So we'll just get this on here. It's kind of hard to see with this white background here. I'm kind of off there. Hopefully I can get this up. Ah, part of it's stuck. Take my trusty little silhouette spatula. Oh no, I ripped part of it. Okay, this is just going to be like a demo card because I don't want to give it to somebody when it's ripped. Oh my gosh, this is really, really sticking. Be careful when you're using these note cards because this is really sticking to it, and I never had ATG stick this bad on something. Holy cow. I'm going to try not to kill myself here with the spatula. Oh man, did that ever stick? Okay, this is a demo card for sure because I ripped it. Not cool. Put some more tape on the spots that are missing. Okay, so I am actually going to grab a piece of black and line this up so I can see. There we go. Okay, even though it's got a little tear down there, oh well, what am I gonna do? Okay, now we can finish decorating the rest. So with our, I hope I'm like in frame, I don't know. I gotta mess with my camera again. Our sentiment, we're gonna go ahead and pop up on some dimensionals. And I just need 2 of them here. So we'll just get this kind of in the center of the card. There we go. Now with our little hearts, I'm just using ATG tape, but like I said, you can use some Tombow glue, some Zig glue, whatever you like to glue these down. And I'm going to do them about like that. So we'll press that one down. We'll get this one on there. So, and there you have it. We're all done. So there's the front of the little Valentine, and here's the back side that looks like a postcard. And you could do a ton more stamping. Like you could do a little stamp down the center, or you could, you know, draw for like dividing it. But I just figured she could just write her quick little message right there. Nothing too complicated. So that's it. That is my little Valentine postcard. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!